This week on Cartridge Quest, I hit up multiple town-wide garage sales, a new thrift store, and a couple of estate sales where we absolutely caught them sleeping. I also show you everything that sold on eBay, and then we're taking up to 10% of our profits to hopefully add a new N64 game to the collection. Now, let's go hit this first garage sale.
What do you have on the baseball gloves? 10 a piece? Would you take 5 a piece? Yeah? Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. $3.
Each?
Yes.
Would you do 2 for $3?
Sure, I'll do it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's not really helpful.
How much are you asking for the wallet there?
$3? Yeah.
Okay, you want to get that? Okay. I noticed you had a couple of DS games there. Did you by any chance have the system
The
for that?
system. Aunt Maureen, do you have the system for the DS
Oh no.
games?
Or any other games? Like you have the Wii. Do you have the system for that maybe? No? Okay.
No. Sorry.
No problem.
Yeah, we held on to that. She didn't want to get rid of it.
No worries. There you go.
All right, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Good morning. How you doing? Good. Do you know what you want for some of the sporting equipment?
What are you looking at? The bat?
Potentially the bats and the glove.
You want all the bats or?
I'm not sure. I'm looking at this one.
All right, so that one's a little league bat. That one. This
Uh-huh.
is a softball bat.
Yep. What did you want for? I was just curious what you had.
For the glove and the bat. How was that? $15.
All right, let me think about it. What about if I just got the glove as a catcher, like $5?
Yeah, $5.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
10 for both. We'll do that.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I'll take the bat.
All right, cool. All right,
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Yep.
Wonder if they have the thing that go.
You have the bottom half of those?
We don't.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's $12.
Round Legos. The Super Mario for 200.
Bit rich for me.
Yeah, same.
I don't gamble 200 on. Are we allowed to come in through the gate? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Big doggy. Big old doggy.
Hi. Hello? This thing is crazy.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. I actually kind of like some of their jewelry.
That bird's pretty.
Yeah.
So these two, $250.
Okay.
If you want to do, I'll just give you $3 for it.
Can you put myself in the car with you?
Yep. What about for the little iPod?
$5.
Okay, all right. It's kind of cool. Thank you. Thank you. What were you asking for this?
10? That's an antique, you know that, right?
Yeah. Let me think about it. I might grab a few more things too.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, what about for the clock?
This one?
Yeah.
15 with that and this.
15 together?
Front house.
That sounds good. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
man.
thank you very much.
Take care.
Thank you. I'm gonna buy your bag. Could you break a 10? Thank you.
How much is that?
You had it at 5.
It's good.
It needs a new battery?
Yeah, it's pretty much been in the box since it's been acquired
Okay.
a few years ago.
What price
It's
do you
never
have?
been used.
Okay.
The box is in crappy shape.
That's
but
okay.
The watch is good. Other than needing the new battery.
Okay. What price do you have on it? Like $10? Is that okay? All right. Did you have a price on those? I'm interested in the ones with the packaging.
You can have all 4 of them for $10. Is that fair?
You know what? Yeah, 20 for all of it sounds fair. That's totally fair. So there you go.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. What did you want for the helmet? 5?
Yeah, not less than 5.
5.
Yep.
5 is okay? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll buy Fallout from you. Thank you. And there's your 20.
Yep, thank you.
10. $10, $15, yeah, like $5 an item. Yeah, that works. That works. Thank you. What did you want for the pants in the bag?
$2.
Say again?
$2.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. Do you by any chance have any like old video game stuff? Like
Actually, Ryan, your old video games and stuff, what were you doing with them? He's interested.
Oculus? Nah, I wouldn't be interested in that. I would definitely buy that from you if you wanted to sell it.
All right, so if you want, I can either take your number
Oh, sure.
for you, and then
Sure.
as soon as my grandson comes back from breakfast,
Okay.
I can give you a
Okay.
call.
All right. I'll be around today, so. And let me give you some money for this. Thank you so much. Good morning. I'm pulling out like half the box. I'm just gonna buy the box. There's probably like 30 of them. Okay. Like $3 or $4 for the whole thing. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm like, I pulled out like half the box. I'm like, I might as well just.
Yeah. You know, I mean,
Take the box.
for me, it's about just trying to keep it out of the landfill. So.
Yeah, totally. Okay. I'm gonna keep looking though.
Yeah, sure. If you want to
So I'll pay you at the end. How about I make a pile down here? Sure. Kind of gonna clear out all your giant stuff. This is cool. So I grabbed 23 shirts and all the tapes and everything. So I'm just gonna give you a clean $20. So I don't need change. You're good.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, morning. How you doing? Good. Beautiful day for what you're doing right now.
A little windy this morning, everything was flying off the table.
You didn't have a price on this.
No, what do you want to give me for?
Like $5?
Sure.
Okay, so 35. By any chance, do you have any old video game stuff? Like Nintendo, Sega, Game Boy, that sort of thing? Are you interested in selling any of it, or is that yours that you're keeping?
They're in a box, and we're undecided if we're going to keep it or sell
Okay.
it. If you give me your number or something, I can text you or send you a picture of what I have.
Okay. I would give you a very good price for it.
Okay.
So whatever, like, if you were thinking of maybe trading it into like a game store or something, I could give you more than they
I have,
would give
I have
you.
like Super Nintendo, Intellivision, like real, like if
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
into
yeah.
collecting and,
Yes,
and reselling
definitely.
and all that.
Definitely. Can you make change for this?
Sure.
You have it at 35. All right. Thank you so much.
All right,
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How's it going?
Price?
Okay. I'm just curious what games you like too.
What do you think about those things? You probably have a lot more than this. I remember buying them.
Okay. Do you know what you did you have a price in mind?
I mean, honestly, like 10 each.
I'll give you a little more than that. How's 40 for both?
40? Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay.
Made more than me, Grandma.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So good afternoon. It is Monday and I've got 12 very good things that I've got to pack up today. I'm seeing this more and more as possibly
a potential, part-time or full-time gig for me. So it's definitely a hobby slash side hustle right now. But, I've been kind of like putting myself in the mindset, like, if this was a full-time thing, how is this going? I couldn't support my family fully on this. My wife works too, but it's definitely interesting because sure is fun. It's definitely better than clocking into an office every day. But yeah, I'm kind of putting myself into that mindset. And as I'm sure you've seen, if you're following my videos, my weekly profit has been climbing for sure. I'm just, effort in equals results out, right? So I'm putting more effort in and it is definitely paying off. And again, as a reminder, this week, so we are officially at 69 N64 games. Hopefully, if we have a good week, we can pick up number 70. But again, I already have a ton of money in the game fund, so we might even be able to add 2 games this week. I haven't done that in a while. And without further ado, let's jump into these 12 items. Up first is a Canon PowerShot camera, and we sold it for $75 plus shipping, very, very fast. Next up, at a garage sale this past weekend, I picked up this Logitech HD webcam. It is from 2011. It was brand new sealed. They only wanted $5 for it and almost immediately sold it for $40 with free shipping. And I've got a bunch of video game stuff that I sold today. We sold this Xbox 360 Slim. It's got 4 gigabytes of storage, sold it for $70 free shipping. We sold a PlayStation 3 Slim with 160 gigabytes. I just mentioned the gigabytes because depending on the amount of storage they have, that is what influences the price. Like the different models are worth different amounts of money. So the Slim with 160 gigabytes is worth a little bit more than the ones with 120. So I sold that one for $95 free shipping. So I sold this Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi ship from 2012. Picked this up as part of a Facebook Marketplace deal. Had a ton of these Star Wars ships. And that's the last one to sell, so I got $12 plus shipping for that. I sold this copy of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde for the NES. Picked this up at a garage sale for only a couple bucks, so I paid $20 for a box with an NES and a bunch of games. Traded a bunch into the game store, kept the Mega Man 3 CIB for myself, and we sold Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde for $30 plus shipping. Next up, I picked up this sealed copy of Super Mario 3D All-Stars for the Switch as part of a giant game haul from a couple months back. Paid $1,300 for consoles and games, tons and tons of stuff. And so I ended up buying an open copy and decided to sell the sealed one. And we got $118 with free shipping for that. So next up, we sold this open box Lego set. It is a Star Wars Clone Scout Walker 20th anniversary edition. It comes with this special collectible Darth Vader minifigure, and paid $10 for this at a garage sale. Sold it for $70 with free shipping. So at garage sales this past weekend, I bought 4 Melissa and Doug wooden jigsaw puzzles for $10. And we ended up selling 2 of them. So we lotted them together. And we sold the first lot for $20 plus shipping. Next up, we sold this Wilson catcher's mitt. Picked it up for $5 at a garage sale this past weekend and sold it for $38 with free shipping, and that sold almost immediately. So catcher's mitts, I sold another one a week or 2 ago for $80, $70, $80. That again, paid $5 for at a garage sale. So keep an eye out for these catcher's mitts. And 2 more items to go here. Next, another pickup from this past weekend. Paid $10 for these 4 vintage 1980 Matchbox cars. They all had the packaging. I kind of took a gamble on them because I really wasn't sure what they were worth. Matchbox cars are not really my thing. I would love to learn a little bit more about the category because you do come across them. But ended up selling them for $25 with free shipping, so we'll make a few bucks on that. And then the final item today, my wife picked this up from the thrift store for only $3. And we love to pick these Walkmans up from the thrift store or garage sales when we see them. They're usually worth about $25 to $30, which is why she bought it. It's pink. So it ended up being a rare variation of the Sony Walkman. And we sold it almost immediately for $85 plus shipping. And that is the 12 items we sold today. Let me get to work.
Now we're off to a brand new thrift store I've never been to before. Let's see what we can find. They had a ton of dinnerware, plates, and other antique-y type things. Honestly, I don't even know where to start. I made my way over to the clothes and found this bin of hats marked at $3 each. This Batman New Era hat jumped out to me and it was in good condition, so decided to grab it. I also flipped through the men's shirts, and they were all marked at $5 each. I ended up grabbing 3 pretty nice shirts from Tommy Bahama, Peter Millar, and Saks Fifth Avenue. I also stumbled on this nice pair of vintage Adidas track pants. The fabric tag was a giveaway. This was probably vintage, and looks like this should be a nice flip since it's only $10. I also found this all rubber, made in USA pair of boots. There was no brand name on it, but with a little research, they looked to be from this boutique brand Chilby's. None listed on eBay, but a sold comp for some of their clogs for $45. I'm definitely grabbing these for only $8. And I also found this hoodie from this brand Ethic for $15. I found 2 comps for $40 with none currently listed on eBay. I'll definitely be coming back here. So good afternoon. We've got 5 quick things to pack up today. And up first is this vintage New York Yankees World Series championship jacket. Picked this up for $3 from a garage sale. Had to do a little bit of work with it, and it was my first time ever using OxyClean. This stuff's honestly magic. Make sure you look at what fabrics you're using, but it cleaned the sweat stains right off of this jacket, and we very quickly sold it for $40 plus shipping. So I picked up this lot of 51 empty Xbox One cases from a garage sale the other day. They were literally going to throw them away, so he gave them to me for free. And I tried to trade them into the game store just to keep it easy, and they weren't interested in them. Ended up listing it on eBay and sold them pretty quick for $30 with free shipping. Next, we sold an Xbox 360 Slim. Has 250 gigabytes of storage. Sold that for $90 and free shipping. We've got a copy of Mario Kart Double Dash. Picked this up from a garage sale for $20. Sold it for $70 with free shipping. And finally today, I sold this Dell docking station. Picked this up for $10 from a garage sale and sold it for $40 free shipping. Today is Friday and we've got 2 estate sales on our list. Plus, we're picking up a few items we won in an online estate sale auction. So let's get going.
I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Am I allowed to leave some stuff over here if I'm like making a pie?
Right over there.
Okay, thank you.
See if we can pile on the road. Make it nice and big.
Yes, sir. The cameras are interesting.
I'm still learning my GoPro. Unfortunately, it stopped recording after about 15 minutes, but I ended up negotiating to buy all of their Lego for $275 for probably around $500 or so in value.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you working with me on that. Morning.
I really don't know much about books, and there were way too many to start looking them up. They were only 25 cents each, so I figured I would just buy them all. Most of them were first editions, so I'll get a chance to look these up later, and hopefully there's a treasure or two in here.
31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46.
All right, and we're back home with our online estate sale haul, and I think we hit the jackpot. So this listing online had absolutely no mention of anything in here being gold. Only that the items included some pins, tie bars, cufflinks, and that's it. It was the 12th photo in the listing that had these pins. I think one other noticed what these might be, so we did have to fight for it a bit. But for $220, we got to bring this whole box home. I'll pop some comps on the screen while I show you just a small sample of what was in this box. Long story short, we're gonna probably sell this locally and hopefully put at least $1,000 into our pocket with this find. And I've got 6 things to pack up today, and then we're tallying up the game fund as usual. And I actually don't think we're going to the game store this week because I have a pretty solid fund and I have a rare game that I set aside a few weeks back that we couldn't afford yet. So I think this week is the week we finally add it to the collection. Stay tuned for that in just a minute. But for now, up first, picked up this open box, but they're sealed packs of TMNT trading cards from 1990. They come with like cards and some stickers. And I paid $15. No, excuse me. I paid $12 for these at a garage sale not too long ago and sold them for $50 with free shipping. So up next, I picked up a bunch of Nikes from a garage sale last week, I believe. And I think for this pair, I paid $5. Sold it within a couple days for $50, free shipping. Is these Nike Hyper Dunks. Next up, we sold a Lego Ninjago set. So I think we paid about $30 for this from an online estate sale. It's 100% complete, luckily. These are always a little bit risky, but sold it for $115 plus shipping. So that was a nice one. I sold another docking station. So picked up a bunch of these from that same garage sale with the Nikes. And I paid $10 each for those. Sold this one for $35 with free shipping. I sold this Art of the World of Warcraft. It is a hardcover book. I paid $2 for it from a garage sale. Sold it for $13 plus shipping. And then finally, we sold another Lego set. This one we won't make quite as much on. I think we paid $15 for this one from a garage sale and sold it for $24 free shipping. You know, when you're kind of in the moment in a sale, it's a little tough, you know, because you're like, I want to look it up, but sometimes it's a little awkward to do that, obviously. And so 15 felt like a really good price. But I think we're going to lose a little bit of money on this one or like just break even. But the other set that we bought from that sale, that Star Wars set, did really well. So, you know, it all kind of balances out. And that is the 6 things we've got today. Stay tuned and I'll show you that N64 game in just a minute. And with that, we generated $548 in profit this week, putting $54 into the game fund. That leaves us with $229 to spend on N64 games, which means we are officially adding this game I've been hanging on to for a while. Snowboard Kids, putting us at 70 out of our top 100 N64 games. And if you want to see this reselling and collecting journey from the beginning, check out this playlist here. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.